Hi, welcome to a product review by Watt Hour. In this video we're going to test this 2-channel 18650 lithium battery charger and discharger. I'm going to show you how to use it and we will charge the battery. I'm going to measure the charge current, I'm going to measure the discharge current, I'm going to measure the input current and also show you the charge current and discharge current for the battery. And if I connect the fan, let's see when we charge these two batteries, what is the total current from there. 1 ampere, and as you can see here, if I turn off, I'm going to show you the thermal image to see how hot this is getting. And let's get started with this. I purchased it from AliExpress for $7.24 with free shipping. There is Chinese version, there is English version. Be careful when you purchase it. I'll provide you the link so you can purchase this. Here is a package, how they shipped it. Nice. These spacers is better to have at the bottom. It keeps it safe from touching. So we have 4 push buttons here. Batteries are labeled properly, positive, negative. Cooling fan. And at the bottom we have these 2 resistors, each that will be that discharges the battery. So the resistor is 6 watt, 3.9 ohm, J. This 3 or 9 mean 3.9 ohm, J mean 5%. So this has 5% tolerance, which means when we discharge the battery, also we get 5% error. That's plus minus 5%, which means 5% higher or 5% lower. So keep that in mind. Let's have a look at this chip under magnifier. Is PW4056. That's 4056. Here on the screen we see the channel number. This is the voltage of this channel, channel 2, and this is the amount of current that is being charged. This is the amount of capacity that has been poured into this, and this is amount of energy, milliwatt hour, and that is for channel 2. That is the milliohm, 96 milliohm, that's internal resistance, and the time is 11 minutes and 26 seconds. With this switch we can move. Let me explain the settings of this device. I'm connecting it to USB-C, and let's put 2 batteries here. That's channel 1, and let's put something in channel 2. So when I inserted it, that channel will turn on automatically and it shows the voltage. At the moment channel 2 shows stop, status shows stop, and to change and see different channel, press this button, it changes, it shows channel 1 and it shows stop. There is an LED, this LED will turn on and blink if there is an activity on the battery. In here, using this button, the job of this one is to move the status on this line. Channel 1 is now in discharge mode. If I press this, it moves here at what value it should stop discharging. And If I press it again, it goes for the loop. If you have auto, then you can select the loop, which I'm going to show you. In here, we can change it using this button. It changes to auto. Auto means charge and discharge, or charge and discharge. Let's say if I put it to charge mode, then using this button, we can start and stop. If I say start, you see this LED is now blinking, and now it's charging, and the current is shown. In here, we see the voltage of the battery, the amount of charge. Look here and then read this. Charge this much, and so far 4 milliampere hour have been poured into this battery, and this is amount of energy, milliwatt hour, and this is an approximate internal resistance based on the current and voltage to 32 milliohm, and this shows the time. If we want to see or change anything, let's see, press this button. This is just switching the channel. So channel 2 is now stopped, nothing is going on, the status shows. Now this, we can set it to discharge or charge using this button, because the red is already there. Let's say this one, you want discharge, just press start, and it shows discharge, and the amount of current shows here. Now if I press stop, it stopped. Let's go channel 1 and stop. So both of these are now stop, channel 1 and channel 2. If I want to change the discharge stop value, press this button, come down, and from here we can change. This is the change button value. So 2.8, 2.9, 3, 3.2, 3.5, and it goes back to 2.5. Let's say 2.6 discharge, and you can start it. But if you want to do auto, press this button, it reaches there, change it to auto. Now I can go and set the loop from here. Let's say 2. So now it means charge and discharge, and charge and discharge twice, and then start. So now it starts charging channel 2, which is blinking at this current. Now we can see 1 ampere. Once the charge is completed, it will stop, and this value is for discharge, not for charge. For charge value is automatic, it will stop, because this is lithium battery, it will set automatically. And anytime if you want to stop it, just press this and it will stop. You can see the status. So once the discharge, if you set this to discharge, you can check the capacity in here. You can see how much this battery is holding. So once you discharge it, you know the capacity, because as the time passes, the capacity of the battery is being reduced slowly. When you disconnect the power, nothing is happening. The system does not power up from the battery. So that's good. Only external power is powering this up, so you can charge and discharge. Let's put this brand new battery. So nothing going on. So the voltage is 0.34 volts, and it's not being charged. Here, this is my power supply. Let me show you the voltage. So I put the voltage at 3 volts, and I'm short circuiting it and setting the current. I set the current to 300 milliampere, Let's try to revive this. This battery is not reading anything. Voltage is 1.4, 1.5, 1.8, 1.9. The current is 300 milliampere. When it reaches about 3 volts, now 2.2 volts, my multimeter shows 2.3 volts. The voltage is increasing because the current is pouring into this battery. So if I remove this, now the voltage shows 2.3 volts. Now this can charge. 2.26 channel 1, and let's start it. 90 milliampere, and start blinking. Because the voltage is very low, it will increase. So let's check channel 2. Channel 2 is now 1 ampere, as you can see. 1 ampere is the maximum current that this can charge, not more than that. Channel 1, until it reaches at about 3 volts, the current will be very low. Now let me show you the amount of current that this is charging. Channel 1 shows 90 milliampere. If I switch it, channel 2, this is channel 2, it shows 1 ampere. Let's remove it and measure it using this precise current meter. Here, now I turned on the current. As we can see the current here 1.02 ampere, and here it's 1.009. So this is like 20 milliampere deviation. This 9, if we round it, it will be 1. So 1010, this is 1020. So maybe this is also rounded. That's for this channel. And let's measure this smaller value for channel 1, which is about 90. Let's see how precise that one is. I'm putting this current meter in series. It's not on. Let's turn it on. So 90, and it shows 98. So as you can see, 2 hours has passed, and channel 1 now shows 3.87, and it's charging at 980 milliampere, almost 1 ampere. Excellent. So the DAS battery has been revived now, as you can see. It's blinking now. Let's see channel 2. Now let's do the discharge and see how much current. As you can see, it shows negative. That is for charge. I can change the polarity because it was charging, and you will see positive. Right now this is positive. If I change it to discharge, let's stop it. Now it's stopped. Discharge. Now it's in discharge mode, and let's start it. 790 milliampere is being drawn, and it shows negative. So currently this battery is being discharged at 780 milliampere per hour. That is per hour, okay? Keep that in mind. Now this is being discharged, and the discharge goes to the resistor here below this. Now I'm going to set it for longer period to charge and discharge channel 2. So if you are not in channel 2, let's say go to channel 2, and using this, make sure that mode is in here, and change it to auto. Go down, that's our stop value, and change it, let's say 2.7. So it goes to the lowest after 3.5, 2.5, 2.7. So that is a stop discharge value. And then move this down, and let's say you want this twice to be charged and discharged, and everything is ready, and start. So now this is charging the battery. After that it will discharge up to 2.7 volts, and it will come back, charge and discharge, and it will stop. And we will come back and have a look at this. Right now it's charging now channel 2, and when the charge reaches around 4.2 volts, it will turn off, and it will go to discharge mode, and we will see the capacity in here, or amount of energy. After it will stop, we will come and have a look at it. After about 47 minutes, the voltage has reached for the channel 2 to 4.15 volts. Now the voltage is 4.17. The current has been reduced to 370 milliampere. So now, as you can see, 2 hours has passed. Now I'm using this display T18. I have full review of this. The link is below, the video in the description. So we will read the voltage and also the current. Now let's see, when we charge these two batteries, what is the total current from there. So channel 2, let's turn it on. 1 ampere, and as you can see here, if I turn off, that is 44 milliampere. So 1 ampere, and it is consuming 1.2 from there. Let's change to channel 1 and turn this on as well. So 880. So the total current that this is getting from this USB-C is 2.1 if this is the current for both 880 and 1 ampere. So this is the total power and current. The current at the moment is 45 milliampere, and if I connect the fan, because the resistors are hot, it consumes almost 200 milliampere by this 246. If I remove it, it will be like 46. So 200 milliampere is being consumed by this fan. Now let's have a look at the thermal image and see how hot this is getting started now. Discharge, that's the status, 800. Let's wait for a few seconds. I'll just show you the thermal image. I'm using Seek thermal camera. I'll provide you the link if you want to purchase it. 54 degrees. So the hottest spot shows 54 degrees. If I put my finger, you will realize that it is this resistor. That is where my finger is. So the fan is working very well to cool this down. So here is the conclusion. This module delivers what it claims. It shows all the parameters that is needed: the current, the voltage, the capacity, the amount of energy, an approximate internal resistance and time, and it can charge and discharge very well. It's not heating up due to having this fan. Thanks for watching. Make sure to thumb up the video and also subscribe to my channel. When I post new videos, you will be notified.